In the heart of Lagos, where survival was a daily exam and nobody got extra marks, there stood a crowded face me, face you compound in Ajegunle. The compound was always alive. Morning brought shouting, afternoon brought gossip, night brought arguments. Buckets stood like soldiers outside rooms, clothes hung everywhere like flags of survival. Children ran barefoot, laughing through hardship. And at the center of it all was one woman, Mama Landlord, the most feared woman in the entire compound. People said she had no heart. Others said she was a witch in disguise. But everyone agreed on one thing: you don't joke with Mama Landlord. Mama Landlord lived inside the same compound as her tenants. She didn't hide. She didn't pretend. She ruled from inside the chaos. Her voice alone could stop a fight. Who open water tap and leave am like that? Silence would fall instantly. Even men twice her size would adjust themselves. She had rules. No noise after 10 p.m., no late rent, no waste of water, no disrespect. And breaking any rule meant one thing: trouble. The compound had characters. Baba Kule, always broke, always promising next week. Mama Ngozi, gossip queen, reporter of everything. Tunde, loudspeaker champion of Africa. Iyasade, widow struggling with life and children. Each one carried their own burden, and all those burdens somehow ended at Mama Landlord's door. One hot afternoon, a new tenant arrived. Her name was Sofi. As Sofi did not look like she belonged to suffering. She stepped out of a taxi like Lagos noise didn't concern her. Long braided hair neatly packed, sunglasses even under hot sun. Simple fitted outfit that screamed, "I have taste even in stress." Her walk, calm but confident. Her energy, untouchable. She wasn't loud, but she commanded attention without trying. Mama Landlord looked at her carefully. "You think say you fit survive here?" Sofi removed her glasses slowly. "I don't survive, I adapt." The compound laughed, but Sofi didn't react. She just smiled slightly and walked into her room, like nothing in Lagos could shake her peace. Mama Landlord watched her longer than usual. Something about her didn't break easily. That night, Tunde started his usual war. Boom, boom, boom. The compound vibrated. Mama Landlord came out immediately. "Tunde!" Silence falls. "You want turn my house to club?" Tunde swallowed. "Sorry, ma. If I hear am again, I go use your speaker clean gutter." The compound laughed. Even fear had comedy in it. Sofi stood at her window, watching quietly. No panic, just observation. Every evening, Mama Ngozi gathered people. "She wicked," she said. "She no get joy," another added. Sofi leaned on her door frame, arms folded. She listened, but never joined. But she noticed something strange. Mama Landlord never defended herself. She just absorbed everything, like insults were not new to her. One night, Sofi couldn't sleep. Heat, noise, Lagos life refusing rest. She stepped outside and saw Mama Landlord quietly leaving the compound. No shouting, no anger, just silence. Sofi adjusted her braids slowly. Where should they go for this time? For the first time, Sofi was curious. 2 days later, water stopped flowing. Chaos erupted. "Na Mama Landlord do am." She came out furious. "You think say water na my property?" Arguments everywhere. Children crying, men shouting. Sofi stood aside, watching like she was analyzing a system. A notice appeared. "Pay rent or pack out." Fear spread instantly. Baba Kule dropped his pride. "Ma, abeg, small time." Mama Landlord replied, "I know they hear story. Cold, direct, final." Iyasade cried, "My children never chop." Mama Landlord looked at her coldly. No rent, no house. Silence. The compound called her wicked, but Sophie's eyes stayed fixed on her longer than anyone else's.
One day, money disappeared. Accusations everywhere. Mama Landlord stepped in. "Everybody go pay." Explosions. Sophie spoke up calmly. "That's not fair." Silence. All eyes turned. Mama Landlord looked at her. "You get mind." Sophie smirked slightly. "I get eyes too." That was the first time Mama Landlord almost smiled. A child fell very sick. The mother cried, "Help us." Mama Landlord said, "Go hospital. Cold, sharp, final." The mother collapsed crying. Sophie's jaw tightened slightly. Next morning, the hospital bill was paid. No name, no trace. Only silence. Sophie narrowed her eyes. Something was off. Another child sent home. Next day, fees paid. Again, same mystery. Sophie whispered, "This woman is not what she looks like." One evening, Mama Landlord slipped. Ah! She fell hard. For the first time, she looked human. The compound rushed out, even those she shouted at. Sophie stood still, but she didn't look away. At the hospital, a nurse smiled. "You still dey help people secretly?" Silence. Sophie froze. Mama Landlord didn't answer. The nurse continued. "She pays hospital bills for tenants. Always." Shock. Confusion. Sophie's expression changed for the first time. Mama Landlord finally spoke. Years ago, she trusted people. She helped tenants. They betrayed her, stole from her, left her broken. So she changed. "I choose to be wicked," she said, "because kindness destroyed me." Sophie listened silently. For the first time, she wasn't judging. She was understanding. Back in the compound, everything felt heavier. Even her shouting sounded tired. Not cruelty, exhaustion. "Why hide it?" Mama Landlord replied. "If people know you are soft, they will use you." Sophie tilted her head. "Or maybe you never met people who deserve your softness." Silence. That hit deeper than shouting. Tenants started noticing changes. Fear reduced. Respect increased. Even Mama Ngozi stopped exaggerating. One night, Sophie stepped closer. "You are not wicked." Mama Landlord looked away. "I tried being good once." Her voice broke. "It almost killed me." Slowly, things changed. She still shouted, still insulted. But now, people saw love behind it. Tenants started helping each other, even helping her sometimes. The compound became calmer. Not perfect, but alive. Mama Landlord gathered everyone. "I no be perfect person." Silence. "But I no go ever watch una suffer." Tears filled eyes. In a world where everyone is fighting silent battles, not every harsh voice comes from a cruel heart. Sometimes strength looks like anger. Sometimes love hides behind discipline. And sometimes the people we misunderstand the most are the very ones holding everything together. If this story taught you anything, let it be this. Be slow to judge. Be quick to understand. And never assume you know someone's story just by their attitude. Because just like Mama Landlord, there are people out there carrying pain, protecting others, and still standing strong, even when nobody claps for them. If this story touched you, don't just watch and scroll past. Take a moment to reflect. Who have you misunderstood? Who deserves a second look? And if you believe stories like this matter, stories that teach, heal, and open our eyes, if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, and share. Your support helps this channel grow and helps me bring more interesting stories like this to your screen. Thank you for watching.